We are not scattershot. We are not doing any investigation for a political purpose, but to seek the truth. So I think a word that you could describe about how Democrats will go forward in this regard is we will be very strategic.
Former Speaker Pelosi insisting that her party will be strategic when Democrats take control of the House in January. But some new signs suggest that that may be not exactly the case. Axios reporting today that Democrats are readying a subpoena cannon, kind of like the one that shoots T-shirts into crowds at the games. Boom, 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 all around. There's one for everybody. And the list, when you look at it, I mean, it really covers pretty much everything and everyone in President Trump's life. Look at this list. There's 85 things on here. It covers almost everything since day one. And Jared Kushner's up there, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in the list. And it goes on and on. So, as I said, it's comprehensive, shall we say? Here now, Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst. Judge, good to see you tonight.
Likewise,
what do you think of this stuff on that list?
Well, I think the Democrats have 2 goals. One is to preoccupy him, the president, and the other is to run shadow investigations of what Bob Mueller is investigating. Because whereas Mueller must keep secret matters he presents to the grand jury, the Democrats will be able to pick and choose what they want to leak and what they want to announce. What is the goal of this? To wreck the president's presidency, to drive him crazy. I've been talking to Democrats all weekend. They believe that they have a mandate from their base to attack the president, to investigate rather than legislate. You and I were together when you and Brett Baer on election night were interrogating Ed Rendell. Brilliant guy, former governor of Pennsylvania, mayor of Philadelphia, chairman of the Democratic National Committee. He said it's a no-brainer. If they want to win in 2020, they have to legislate, not investigate. We're getting the opposite today.
Yeah, it's interesting because the people who've been around a long time learned that lesson the hard way during the Clinton investigations, that it turned out not really working well for Republicans in the end.
And Newt Gingrich will agree with you.
Yeah, he will. Here's a couple more sound bites from the weekend with regard to Matt Whitaker. Watch this.
There are serious constitutional arguments that as a principal officer, he cannot be appointed to this position.
He's already prejudged the Mueller situation. If he stays there, he will create a constitutional crisis.
That he should never have been appointed, and that it does violence to the Constitution.
Violence to the Constitution. So, and I should mention that Jerry Nadler, the incoming House Judiciary Chairman, basically said that the first priority, the first witness on January 3rd will be, they will subpoena Matt Whitaker, who has been put at the head of DOJ. He wasn't on the subpoena list, but he's definitely in their sights.
They're going to ask him, did you ever discuss the Mueller investigation with the president before he made you acting attorney general? There's a very strong argument that he does not qualify for acting attorney general. The 2 controlling statutes say the next person in line when the attorney general is gone is the deputy attorney general, who would be Rod Rosenstein. If the president
witness
wants,
potentially in this investigation.
Agreed.
I mean, that seems like a pretty logical reason for it not to be him.
If the president wants to bypass him, he may, but he can only go to someone who has a job in the Justice Department that was appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate, and Whitaker does not fall in either of those categories.
Okay, Noel Francisco would fit that bill.
Yes, he would.
Why wasn't he chosen?
I don't know, and he would be a superb choice who would be welcomed by both sides of the aisle. He may be there before Christmas, because the heat from Whitaker may be heat the president doesn't want to deal with.
But there is one line in the statute that says it can be someone who has worked closely with the attorney general for some time.
Yes.
And this is the chief of staff.
Which Matt Whitaker has. But the 2 absolute requirements in both statutes are presidential appointment, Senate confirmation. He had one 10 years ago, but he has to have one at the time of his designation, which he doesn't.
Judge, thank you.
You're
we'll
welcome.
See what happens. Thanks, Judge.
All the best.